is showing the connection of star delta starter, the conventional star delta starter. Start the selection here. It involves a timer, three contactors, overload relay, miniature circuit breaker, control breaker, and push button switches. Select from here. You select this one for the electric motor. Then we need this a contactor. We need three contactors. This is one, two, three. We need one overload relay, timer relay, which is going to be here, seated here. I can shift this one up, shift this towards it, this to come under. Is it? We need a breaker. That's three phase. You put one here. Put another one here, which we are going to configure as two pole breakers. Trying to create enough space. This good here. We need a timer. You select the timer relay from here. This is the timer relay. Put here. Then you get the push button switches. You need two push button switches, one for start and one for start and one for stop. Double click. You can still move aside to create enough space. Double click on this. You click on this one to make it two pole breakers. Here, you configure it, label it as control CB, control breaker. Click OK. Double click on this. Take this. Take this. Take this as stop. You press red. here. Label this as stop and click OK. You mark 3 on 4. Press OK. Here you unmark 1 and 2 because we need a normally close contact. Then label it as start S T A T. That's okay. Now we start the connection now. You click on this, select this line from here to go back, undo from here to this place. Now from the overload terminal 95, terminal 95, it goes to the control breaker live, which is this. From terminal 96, you take it to the top of the stop push button. Now the timer, here 13 and 11. For the timer, you will have 14 and 13 as the coil contact. So you take terminal 14, terminal 14 to terminal 14 to start other stage of 30 minutes. Then you will loop terminal 11 to this one. That is the common contact. Terminal 3 and 7 of the timer. Now the terminal 13, this terminal 13 will be linked to the undo, link Nitra A2 to the Nitra, the control breaker, which is this. Then you join this, the other contactor A2, the Nitra, join the third one, the third contactor to this, then the timer Nitra to this. We are done with that. Then we label this terminal 3. You join 3, terminal 3 This is going to be represented as star contactor, delta contactor, and main contactor. This terminal 3, you connect this terminal 3, which is the normally closed contact for the timer, to this. Then, oh sorry, undo the terminal 3. Of course, this is taken as star contactor. Therefore, the coil of this to terminal 3. This is the normally closed contact for the timer. Sorry, undo. Now, terminal 7 will now go to delta contactor. Undo. Now, now we are almost done with the control. But here, from the main contact, here you select the normally open contact, which is serve as the holding contact. This terminal 13. This terminal 13. We'll go to the other side to come here. Then this will be joined to this. Now, the other side of the normally open contact is going to be joined to that. You know, when we are done with this, we are done with the control connections. Of course, you can test the control connection. Before testing, let us get this thing done. Click on this, bring the live and neutral to this side, and then the three faces to this side. Now, you join this. You join this Here we'll label this as control breaker, stop, start. This is timer. Here we label it as K star. K star. K star. We click OK. Here we label it as K delta, which I'll say K del short form. You click this as OK. This you click it as, we still label it as KM, which is the main contactor. Of course, in my modification, it will be in another presentation. Utilize just two contactors instead of three contactors as conventionally used. Here, at this point, you can tell here, you change it to overload. Overload. Then press OK. Now, we click on this. Before we do that, we set, I'll set this timer, instead of this timer is 1 second. So because of gap, I will send it to 5 seconds. Then you play this on this. You can see this is main contactor and star comes on. Then after 5 seconds, the, the main contactor and delta comes on. That is how it's supposed to work. Now the next thing now is to continue the work so that we can connect the power line diagrams. You click on this, you join this to this, you join this, that is the yellow phase, join this to this, you join this to this. Now, this point, the power side here, of course, you join this to red phase. You can always select join this to this, you join this to this, you join this to this. Now here you join this to the terminal here, this, this, that is the blue face. And at this point in time, we are going to join this. This is the blue face. This, this, to this. Then you join this yellow face. Then the red face, this. We are done with that. You connect this one connect this one to this, connect this one to this. Then you connect this one to this. Now from the start here, you can join this one to this first one, then this second one join to this yellow face as well, then the blue face here will be joined to this. Then the next thing to be done now is to connect to this one, trying to go to the red face. Yes, it will out. I'm sorry, I'm trying to escape from here. Now, from the blue face here, to go to the blue face as well. Then it is sorry, the yellow face to the yellow face, the blue face now to this, take it to the face as well. You take a connector here and put it here. That is it. Now, when we are done with that, do you have any other thing to connect? No. Let us try and check this, the performance. You click on this, you start, you can see the electric motor is working in star mode. Let us see, after 5 seconds, it will change to delta, which is okay. Thank you for listening. This is the operational mode. You can see that the star, the second mode of it is main contactor and delta contactor. You can go, this is main contactor, this is delta contactor, and this is the star contactor. Thank you very much for listening, for watching. As I said, as I promised, my innovation about this circuit is why this gentleman called me contactor. Yes, in my own innovation, I remove it. Instead of using three contactors, I utilize just two contactors, which is star and delta contactor. In my next presentation, you will see my work about that one. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel and watch more about my innovations, my research work as well.